So Jaina had her wisdom teeth pulled today.
Nice.
Is she gonna be smarter afterwards, or,
Or I guess theoretically dumber.
oh, okay.
Or less wise, which is probably even more of an
Worse
issue.
for her.
She could afford to be a little dumber. She can't trade in too much wisdom.
She's gonna go full smart tard.
It was funny. Listen, she was a little loopy. I was expecting her to be a lunatic on the way home. She wasn't. It's also funny, like when I went into the room with her when she was done, like when they were like just monitoring her for a bit and like there was like no phones, no pictures, no video. I guess because of all the viral shit. Is my only guess, but I don't know why they would care. Like
Is it like a solo room?
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the whatever the room was in your high school health room.
I think it's patient confidentiality because it's under their roof. Like you can be liable.
Yeah, somebody
like,
could have left something behind that you're in there just videotaping.
Yeah, or just be like you should be protecting your patients. Like you shouldn't under your care let them be exploited.
Yeah, but I guess I've gone to like a number of medical facilities with my children, and I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
I
think it's a good thing.
Anyway, so I definitely filmed her all the way home, and I took a picture of her in the no video room.
Is that Hippo?
Hippo, yes, Hippo.
And she was loopy, but it was there. She said some funny shit. She went on she's doing some volunteer work these days, and she ended up going into a bit of a rant about it, which was pretty funny. She in order for her to be like a fully operational volunteer for this organization, she has to know a lot of information about like the stuff that's there, the equipment that's there, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And she was like, you have to know what type of vehicle it is. I don't even know what the types of vehicles are. Mitsubishi? What? It was so funny as shit. And then it was a lot of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I was like, I know what you mean. Like, I just I kept saying it. But it was funny. And she was like, I guess she put up a post on her Instagram somewhere that had the Molly Percocet playing as like a cue that she was going to be on painkillers. And she was like, I really like Future, but I don't know a whole lot about him. And I put up that Molly Percocet song, and I was super self-conscious that somebody might be like, what's your second favorite song? And I'd have to be like, and I'd be a fake. And then
Vicodin and ibuprofen.
and she's like, I'd be a fake fan.
You can be a fan of just one song.
Oh, and then so we she wanted to but she was saying that she's a Future fan.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah.
So then she said, so we went to Chick-fil-A to get her a milkshake, afterwards, and I'm in the
no straws.
I'm in the drive-thru, and she's aware because we got the fucking rundown. That's another thing that's not really fair about that experience. The amount of information that they dump on you at the end, they do give you a sheet with some of that information on it, but the amount of information that they dump on that they just expect for you to just, and then you can't use your phone, because I would just put my audio recorder on and record what they were saying so I could go back and reference it, but it's a fuck ton of information. So I picked up, bits and pieces,
Yeah, you get by.
How hard could it be? I got it at almost 18, So we were going to Chick-fil-A, and she was like, but no straws. And I was like, nope. And then she was like, just remember to ask for a spoon. And I was like, no, well, you can have it when you get home. Like, for one, I didn't want her eating in the car because you can get nauseous after that shit and everything else. I just didn't want that to be a thing. And I knew her fucking head is all fucking,
Be drooling.
Yeah, exactly. And then all over her seats, I guess.
Well, not yet.
Not yet, but soon. And so I was saying to her, like, we're just gonna get it when you. She's like, no, and I was like, yes, Jaina, you can wait. Fucking, we're 8 minutes from the house. You can wait 8 minutes. And she's like, okay. I guess we're just gonna pretend to use the straw because they're gonna give us one. And I was like, yep, we'll get one over on them. And she was like, you know what I mean? And then she went on this whole thing also that was pretty funny about her sister. I guess you got Selena, or it may have been Cody. It was either you or Cody. So it was either from Japan or the next closest thing, London, was these like little gummies that are like piggies, and they're like something piggies.
Oh, that's Cody. He gets them for Krista also.
Okay, so I guess Selena's quite fond of them.
Yeah, they're good. You can't get them here.
So she found them here.
Oh, wow.
So she bought some here, and
Percy pigs.
she's
Percy pigs, I think they're called.
Percy. Are they piggies?
Yeah, they're little
Or
piggy-
Percy. Are they? No, I'm saying, is it Percy pigs or Percy piggies?
I think it's Percy pigs.
Okay, Jane was definitely calling Percy piggies. But she was like, and I've been eating her Percy piggies without her knowing. And I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, mm-hmm. And you know what? And I was like, what? She's like, she knows. And I was like, how do you know? And she's like, well, she asked me if I was eating the Percy piggies. And I said, no, I'm not eating your Percy piggies. But then she moved the Percy piggies, and I don't know where they are, and I can't ask for them, can I? I can't ask for the location, can I? Yeah, Percy pig. But because like it'll give away that she's eating it. You know what I mean? Like
And now she'll know. Somebody definitely was. It wasn't her.
Exactly. So all that stuff was pretty funny. I videoed a lot of it. I'm gonna try to like put it somewhere and then cut the best parts, and then I'll play some of it. But like, it's a lot of, it's like it might be a 7-minute video, and there's like 2 minutes of gold spread across 7 minutes. So I don't want to play it now. And yeah, I mean, that's my introduction for today.
Okay.
Farrell, you would have gotten your coffee first, and maybe you will because Laura's going to get you creamer because she feels guilty. But Joey, how was your nerd week?
Bruh.
Nerd, were you here last? You were here last week, or not 2 weeks ago, right?
Right.
Okay.
I think. Yes.
I think so too. Yes.
Time is fun. Dude, time is so weird.
It is weird.
Yesterday I was
Time is a construct.
It is a construct.
100% a construct. But I was signing paperwork yesterday because, as I always do every day at work, at the end of the day. But I realized after 5 things that I signed signed every single one of them 2028, and I have no idea why.
What did you sign?
I have to sign and date I have to sign and date my documents every day after work.
Oh, and you've been signing them 2028?
Just yesterday, not before.
Just yesterday.
Yesterday, for some reason, I was signing everything as 2028, and I didn't realize till like my last signature, because like this, when you end, you start.
What if a time traveling you
just jump
came
back?
from 20? What if we discover time travel within the next 2 years?
Is it 26 now?
It's 26 now, I think. Yes.
Because when you were saying that, I was like, he's a year ahead.
We're all fucked.
Yeah.
We're all fucked. It's like if Days of Future Past, and you just transfer your mind back.
Yeah.
But not your whole body. Yeah, that was a strange experience. And like my brain was off.
Did you have to go and fix it, right?
Yeah, I had to reprint everything and resign everything.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Poor
Only an extra 15
Poetry.
minutes of my end of my day. That's fine.
Well, he doesn't give a shit about the environment, all this fucking AI Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, exactly. Loving it. All the bottles of water
the
gone.
water.
Fuck the trees and the water. And
All the papers at the print, like that's completely useless anyway. And I get paid by the hour, so the extra 15 minutes I get paid for. So
You got him.
I got him.
my head went to I have a buddy of mine who's quite a character. If he lived closer, I would have him out here more. And the sad thing is, if I asked him to come out here, he would. And that's why I would never ask him to come out here. Do you know what I mean? Because he would do it because I asked him. You know what I mean? And
Like Chris Maul.
yeah. And
Do I know this buddy?
yeah, Mac.
Yeah, we saw him the other day.
So I'm trying to find no. Hold on one second. So he was high as fuck recently. He went to a water park.
With his kids and his wife.
Yes.
Not just a
It's
random
normal.
adult going to a water park to
Hi.
get stoned by himself.
I mean, why not?
On
It's 2028.
and he took
It's 2020.
40. He dropped a 40 gummy,
Okay.
which I have done in my life and I will never do again. I started freaking out. I was going to get stuck like that.
Yes. That's the only time you have a bad high is when you think you're gonna get stuck high. It's like, am I breathing?
Yeah, and I'm like, how am I going to drive?
Ever.
Ever.
Again.
Yeah, like just to the store, and he forgot. So he took another one.
It's how edibles get you, though.
So now he's on 80. He gets to the theme park or water park and he wants to have something to kind of bridge the gap between when the gummy kicks in. So he breaks out a pre-roll.
Jesus.
And he sent a picture of him under the influence of all this, and he looks like a mentally disabled person. He legit, like, if I were to be like, look, this is my brother, and just be cool, man. He's super mentally ridiculous, as mentally ridiculous as it comes. And I showed you this picture. Would you believe it?
It looks a little like Shane Gillis.
It does a little bit, but just more ridiculous.
Yeah.
So then he's at this water park, right? This is how I'm going to connect the dots here to the environment. And he says, he said to me later, I asked him, well, Calrissian, did you survive? And he was like, I did. I was the laziest one in the lazy river. I must have floated around that thing for 2 hours straight with no movement in my tube. At one point, I was a sea turtle. And then he sent me this GIF.
That's the Nemo turtle.
So fuck the turtles, you know.
Well, we were talking to Ringworm about it, and he was like, went off into a different conversation, but he said, do you think special ed teachers are allowed to mark people down for being tardy? I thought that was pretty good.
That is pretty good. It's funny. He's gotten a lot. I've known him for some time, and he's gotten a lot funnier within like the last 2 to 3 years. Like it's like kicked in for him. You know,
I think he just kind of lets go a little bit more.
Maybe that's it. I like to
be around here more.
Maybe I think so. I think it's a little bit of that too. You know, just a little bit of osmosis. Like, you know what? Maybe we should not take everything so goddamn serious. You know?
Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
What?
Strange times in my brain.
Oh,
2028.
Yeah, I mean, because I've been contemplating free will anyway, as I've been talking about, and then the whole 2028 thing just made me think, it was like, I am not in control of myself or my life most of the time. I am just going by momentum of my body and my brain.
I feel like this conversation. I listened to another podcast that gets it wrapped up in this conversation.
Yeah,
and I get so frustrated because I don't understand it.
Don't understand what?
I don't understand the lack of free will.
Wow, it's or the possibility that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Well, there's two ways to look at it. First, scientifically, right? If
I'm probably not going to follow that one. That's the second one.
If time is a construct and everything
has already
happened, everything that ever happened and will happen has already happened.
It's all predestined.
We're just watching this videotape that's rolling.
You're the race car, like the remote controlled race car that's on the track.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's no deviating.
Yeah, even by trying to break out of it, you're still following the track. And then there's multiple tracks, so everything, right? Theoretically, yes.
Right. Okay. All right, that one I got surprising,
but just philosophically, I think philosophically is the word. Like, how active are you in participating in your actions in your life every day? It's not 100%.
No,
it's questionable how many percent. Depends on who. There are some people who are 99.99% on autopilot their entire lives.
Yeah,
they're barely conscious.
Yeah, I would say that
even the best of us, I bet 80% of my day is probably just momentum. Like, it just like me doing things
because you always do them,
and also subconsciously, right? Like, so if you don't count subconscious as,
I think I'm making a choice
all the time, at every given moment. You never
I can't say all the time.
No, definitely not all the time, but
the overwhelming majority of the time.
Well, you might be more activated than a lot of us, because I don't think I am.
And then there's another part of it that says that, like, if you're responding to urges, that's not necessarily you.
Right. I get that.
Right. Yeah,
I get that.
But how often do you find yourself taking an action without really conscious? Like, you go and grab something, but you don't really think about the fact that what are you grabbing or why are you grabbing it?
I think that's rare.
That's great
for me.
For me, it's not. Sometimes I would go grab
I actually wish I could have a little bit more of it.
That's probably why you're so hardworking and,
So I can
and
check
prolific.
out a little bit, just ride the coaster.
No, that's why you're prolific, because you're always actively engaged. Whereas most of us, like if I go to the fridge, I don't have to think about which soda I'm grabbing. I'm just grabbing one because underneath my conscious mind, I already know.
So in my head, I like when I go to the fridge, I know what I'm going there for. You know what I mean? But I still am like,
It's like how much of a conscious decision are you making and what you want to get?
100%.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of people that
So you don't know what you're going to the fridge for?
No, I do, but like I'm not in the driver's seat. My subconscious.
Yeah,
is doing most of the
this
work.
is where I get. This is where I fall off the train.
and there's a lot of people that
Throw Bobby from the train.
that take like the like if you go to stand up,
Yes.
right? Like how much are you thinking about? Well, I need to put my
all
both
that,
my
all
hands
that.
down, transfer my weight forward, or is it
So
just-
at this chair, 100% because I'm afraid the legs are going to break.
Yeah, because most of the time when you walk, you don't think about it. When you actually think about the act of walking, then you start walking like a fucking
right? So like
mentally
how,
ridiculous
how is
person.
my toe? Is my toe down or up when I walk? Am I gonna
Yeah, your
when I go to
posture,
up
all of
the
that.
Step,
Most
do
of the time,
am I making sure? Okay, if I lift it up this high, it should get me over the next step, but I need to keep my heel down and my toe up so I don't trip over. Like there's so
All
much
of those
all
happens
of
in the
our
background.
actions.
Yeah, but I think I am thinking about. I'm not thinking about it down to that minute detail, but I am thinking about the step.
You know, I'm just saying like other people, that's how deep they go with like the every moment of every day. I'm not thinking about
even his
how I'm
hand
getting-
gestures right now, he's not consciously thinking about doing that. It's just happening.
Right. Then I think that I do that too.
Yeah, but like a lot of life, I think is like that. Like
So then
this.
people take it to the next degree and say, am I in control? Like, am I making conscious decisions, or am I responding to urges, or has this already happened and I'm just like, 'cause if you think about your words, you're not really thinking about
each word as
each
you're speaking
word.
it. Yeah.
You're just kind of doing.
A lot of things you're just doing subconsciously.
So I
If you
don't know.
if you count your subconscious mind as free will, then that's fine. But I don't count it because it just happens. To me, if I'm not like thinking about
Like when I go today, I had a 414 calorie lunch, Joey, of a chicken.
1400,
I'm sorry, 414.
400.
Sounds like my
sandwich.
Yeah, calorie lunch of a little turkey sandwich with a little bag of chips.
See, I thought 2,000 was per meal.
I'm doing this way wrong. And a soda. But when I was like, okay, it's time for lunch, right? I then tell myself, and you're going to have a little turkey sandwich with a such and such, and we're going to use 1.5 pieces of turkey, and we're going to have 1 piece of cheese, and we're like, I am going through that in my head.
So you're exerting a lot of willpower, a lot of your mind. Whereas
But why did
And
you
most
choose
people
turkey?
because it's a lunch that I can eat that's relatively low calorie, but I enjoy. And when I started doing this, I made the decision to do that specifically. And then we just keep the supplies here. But in my head, when I go to the fridge, I'm like, you could really do anything.
yeah, it's just
That voice is always there.
Yeah.
You don't have to be productive. You could do anything.
or nothing.
Every single day,
Yeah,
I have to decide not to eat pizza.
Yeah. Same.
actively. Yeah,
Same.
Like
Same.
every meal,
Same.
I'm like, I could just order a pizza.
Yep. Just 100%.
they moved the the Domino's, by the way.
Did they really?
They moved it to the nice neighborhood, the new developed area. You know where the squiggly, swirly fucking statue thing is?
Oh,
In the circle?
down by the high school, like
Yeah,
down-
all those new houses.
Yeah.
They moved it down there.
Really?
It's really nice next to Lidl's. You love it.
Ugh.
It's like they got nice outdoor seating.
You know what else I'm not big on? I don't want to hear a whole bunch of hubbub about it either. I bloody tell you what, Joey, the hot honey craze.
I'm not. I'm not into the hype of it, but I do enjoy the flavor.
So
It is good.
It's fine.
I think it's fine. I actually I think honey has more flavor.
Well,
Technically, hot honey would add hot to the honey flavor.
it's like I think that 2 is just multiple ones.
Unless you're Terrence Howard, then it's
Yeah, I
just
mean,
one. Two.
So, but like So let me give you an example. Cayenne pepper. Mm-hmm. Like if I add some of cayenne pepper, sometimes I add it. I make a garlic cheese bread. It's quite good. You would love it.
I wouldn't know. I haven't had it.
And I add a little cayenne pepper to it.
Yeah.
And it has a flavor to it.
Yeah.
But there are some things that just taste like hot to me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Me neither.
I'm not one of those guys that makes it as hot as possible because it's a cool
For
thing
the
to do.
sake of it being hot.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And I don't know if I find that the heat of the hot honey has much flavor to it itself. I find the flavor of it underneath the heat. So in my head, I'm like, why wouldn't you just do honey or heat the honey up?
No, it's different. It's different flavor because like also different places mix it differently.
I'm telling you, I've had it with these fucking people.
Let's try.
You know
warm honey.
Yeah. You know how you're so upset with people? This is where I get upset with people. I'm like, shut up.
It's just a different flavor, Bobby. It's just like barbecue is not better than ketchup. It's different than ketchup.
Bunch of hype.
I've been addicted to barbecue sauce recently.
I'm not a big barbecue sauce.
Like you can compare different.
Normally, I'm not.
But I think barbecue sauce is a particular flavor.
Yeah, but normally
it doesn't appeal to me. But if you like barbecue sauce or barbecue chips or the whole thing, like I get it. That hot honey, I'm just like this. I don't believe you.
Oh, I love hot honey wings. I love it.
So I haven't had it with wings, so I can't count on that. But I've had it with pizza, and I'm like,
well, pizza doesn't need it as a thing.
I agree.
A drizzle is good. I like sauces on my pizza.
Have you had this new?
We always talk about pizza on this show.
Yeah. Pizza Hut. I think it's Pizza Hut. They have a new dipping sauce. Or is that Domino's?
We don't have fucking Pizza Hut here. Yes, Yes, I tried it just last week. The Domino's, like the proprietary dipping sauce, which is like kind of like Thousand Island a little bit.
Weird.
I like the sauce, but
Which is
not
like
with
the Big
pizza.
Mac sauce?
Yes, kind of like that. I mean, the sauce itself is good, but I don't find it particularly adding to the pizza.
I've been watching.
I like the garlic butter much more.
From Pop John's?
Domino's has that too.
Do they?
Yeah.
I've been watching more like regular television because of the NBA finals.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing like the Gen Pop commercials, and Domino's is on there.
I mean, try it.
Domino's with the dipping sauce. So I'm like intrigued.
I do like Domino's.
I like
for
the
chain
sauce
pizza.
itself, but like I don't. But everyone likes.
But not every Domino's is created equal. I'll tell you that much.
That too. Oh, we have a good one. They've moved. Still good.
Dante has a shitty one.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's not the worst ever in America.
I mean, pizza can only be so bad.
Right, but in comparison
to we're lucky. We're in a podunk town, but like our shit is legit. Like this makes like one of the best McDonald's I ever go to. It's fresh every fucking time.
Is it?
The one by my house is the Domino's is terrible.
That's awful.
Yeah, that's east of you or west of you?
South and
Southeast.
yeah, southeast.
Yeah, so that one I agree, but the one west of you is not bad. Off a wintry, meandering stream.
Just speaking of riddles.
A cold river.
Is it like Route 9 or Route 10?
I think 10.
Okay.
I think it's Route 10. It's near the TCBY.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Epstein TCBY.
Not that Epstein, and that's a true story. And yet somehow kind of like that Epstein,
Oh, no.
and that too is a true story.
Oh no! That sounds like awful.
I wish we could tell this story.
But we can't.
Are you gonna tell me after?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to know this.
Yeah.
Epstein TCBY.
Did you ever watch Pittsburgh Dad?
Oh yes, the internet personality.
Yes. He had a one of his that always used to get me was this one particular blooper reel that he had where like him and the camera guy like start cracking up. Like, and I'm a sucker for that shit anyway. People laughing makes me want to laugh, but he got caught up on this one bit of dealing with the pizza man, and he's talking about it. He's like talking to his buddy about it, and he's like, just like that guy from Pap John's said he wouldn't accept my coupon just because I didn't really have one. But he had like the hardest time getting it out, so to speak. So funny. And that dude, I've used that hustle so many times. Like especially like when I was in like high school, I'd be like, and I got a coupon. I'm trying to find it here, and I would just move some papers around, and they'd be like, "Is it the 2 for 15?" That's the one.
Got it.
That's
Nailed
the
it.
one.
How'd you know?
Perfect. Fucking so yes. So I'm contemplating free will. That's what I'm doing. And then,
Yeah, I would like to. What are you contemplating about it?
no, I mean just
Its existence and how much it plays an actual part.
yeah.
Where do you? You have said that
I'm
you,
like the more I think about it, the less free will I think I'm at least exerting, because I'm just doing things to do them. Not that I don't enjoy whatever the fuck
Right.
I'm doing, but I just find at times that I'm in the middle of doing something and it's just like I didn't really actively decide to be doing this or continuing to be doing this.
The problem with that debate though is like if you go with the like it's everything's already happened part,
Yeah.
there's no evidence.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You
prove-
can't. Not as
Right.
humans could be.
because you could say like, well, you were supposed to think that, and then you were supposed to think that you just thought it, and
Yep.
then you're supposed to think that I
Yeah.
just realized that it's possible that I just thought.
right.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
the
turns into
same with
a-
religion. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. It's just like a God's will kind of thing, which also is questionable. But that's
So I always viewed that when I was going through my soul searching in the late 90s. I always viewed that as kind of like an omniverse thing, like that, like every person in every situation is a tree. And like a tree at winter where there's no leaves, so you can see all the branches and things clearly, down to the twigs.
Got good eyesight.
And he knows all of those outcomes. And those are the only available outcomes. But he doesn't know exactly which one you're going to choose. Is how I made sense of it in my mind.
of Jesus.
God.
Oh God.
Well, but I mean, one,
Or of God's will.
depending on what religion
But
you're following,
you can't not know though.
they're one and the same.
Like you're either omnipotent or you're not.
Yeah.
It's one of those. You either all powerful.
Well, no, like I think that like we transpose meaning on to words that are in the Bible. Like in the Bible, they never say omnipotent, but we say it, but they will say that God is all knowing. But like the same way I said that my grandma's all loving, but she of course didn't love the pedophile that lived down the street or
Epstein?
Epstein that worked at TCP. No, kidding. I'm kidding. But do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I think that is how the Bible is written. I think that because people have decided that it's really like God almost puppeteering man to write the Bible instead of man being inspired by the works of God to write the Bible. That
Yeah, but regardless of how it's written or what it's believed, it's if you're going to have an all powerful being, then it isn't crazy to think that they would have that kind of ability.
right.
Right. So it's still in the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
It was multiple things that got me out of it. But like one of the things is when I was wrapping my head around that God is all powerful. That got me out of it. It's because like the devil is there because God wants him to be.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
like they all, it's weird to be that it's always been pictured kind of, or depicted as like heaven versus hell, God versus the devil. That would imply that the devil is as strong as God in equal and opposite direction
Right.
when it shouldn't be, right?
It's not.
I mean, there's no war. There's no
If
war.
God
there's
wanted to defeat the devil, he could.
he would just
Right.
do it, right? So like he's there because it's supposed to be there,
And so I
it's just
always
like
view-
so that means hell is there's supposed to be a hell and all that stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like a very good dad.
Well, so that's why that's where I get ate up with Christianity specifically as the all loving God, right?
Yeah. Not what happened to the vengeful guy.
Well, not even so much that because you can have a change of heart, but
God has a heart.
but well, that Pope, like I always go back to that thing that Pope said, where they asked him if what his stance was on like homosexuality and blah 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 blah, and he was like, God loves all, And they were like, well, that hasn't been the stance. Do you think God has changed? And he was like, of course God changes. And they're like, you're saying God changes? And he's like, yes, God is in us and we change. And I was like, dude, drop the mic, take it from her, and then drop it.
I'm like, oh, good, nice loophole.
I don't even think it was a loophole so much as it was like a philosophical standpoint. Like it was like he was taking an ideological stance on it. But I thought it was good natured. It was
good natured. Yeah. Like I like when good natured.
But yeah, I think that like I forget how I got to that. The all loving God. That like I can't imagine that if God is all loving. Like I'm not all loving. I got a lot of love. I got love on tap, but I'm not all loving. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything. You don't know until you know, right? But I don't think there's anything that could possibly happen to make me not love my kids.
That's what I was going to. Like I know how much my grandma loves me, and like God doesn't love me as much as my grandma.
Correct.
So like my grandma would fucking die for me.
So I use my grandma a lot too because my grandma was Catholic. She pretended not to be to marry my grandfather, but my grandmother on my father's side was Catholic, and while she pretended not to be to get married and everything, she never left the Catholic faith. She left the church, but not the faith. And, according to like the Protestant religion, Catholics technically don't get into heaven, because they don't take Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior to the only way through and become born again, right? Which is like the way, the truth, and the light via John. I don't know, whatever that wrestler said.
It's Austin 316.
Oh yeah.
He drank beer.
Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, my grandmother was the most loving person I've ever met. Mm-hmm. She didn't, like I said, she didn't love everybody. I mean, she loved OG. You know what I mean? For instance, but like,
well, the glove didn't fit.
It didn't. And she was also like, no man would ever be so dumb. But
so they have to quit.
But she would never be able to send someone to hell to burn for eternity.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't imagine that her love would be as powerful as God's love if God was all loving.
Correct.
So that's where I kind of got derailed off of faith.
Yeah, because when I know like flawed human beings who loves more than this greater being that's supposed to love more, and I'm just like, unless if you think about it in the way that like if we are all his children, like how much can you love each of your 8 billion children? I guess.
Yeah, and that's just at this moment.
Yeah, imagine if you had 8 billion children, you can't love them all.
No, I got 3 and don't love them all.
Oh shit!
That shit changes throughout the day.
So the omnipotence and devil and everything like that just always felt like a cop out to me.
Yeah,
like as a way to explain the unexplainable.
That's why I like the Diablo lore, the game.
What was the lore there?
There's no God. There was a God. God fragmented into heaven and hell, and to the angels and the demons. Oh, okay. And they fight. They're all parts
components of God.
Yeah, so God is not on the heaven side. The heavens is on its own side, and the demons are on their own side, and they fight each other. Right. And God has already been fragmented in everything, as far as I remember. Yeah. Which makes sense, actually. If a being that composes of everything, right, an all-powerful being that's all good and all bad, would fragment could fragment into the component parts. Yeah, there's the Stephen King lore, I believe. Oh no, I don't remember actually. There was an all-powerful God in this one lore universe where he has bad in him, and he was like, "I want to be all good."
Sorry, I got some heartburn.
Yeah, from all your healthy eating, Bobby.
So I'm not eating all that healthy. Yeah, my calories are just bad.
Yeah, same. That's what I say. Mm-hmm. But so like there was a God-like being who's extremely all-powerful, but he's like, I have darkness in me, and he decided to purge his own darkness. So he becomes all good, but then the darkness he purged from himself became his own thing, which is also an interesting lore. Yeah, I like how some of these lore are better than the Bible's lore.
Well, that's subjective.
They all came from the Bible, though. To be fair, they're all inspired by the Bible.
There's a Hove line for everything. They say a midget standing on a giant's shoulders can see much further than the giant.
Not about much.
I mean, a smidge.
A smidget.
Oh my God. Can you say that? I don't know if you can say that.
You can, because there's an S in front of it.
You're mentally ridiculous.
Probably.
You can't put that as the title, definitely.
That's what I'm thinking.
Smidget. Resident Alien. The last season came on Netflix finally. The last season came out somewhere else that I wasn't gonna fucking buy. It's about the aliens who came to Earth and is disguised as a human because he failed his mission to destroy all humans. But then eventually he found a love in humanity and he became more and more human.
Oh yeah, I remember you.
Yeah. It's one of those
like
positive
Smurfette.
shows.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like Smurfette.
Like Smurfette?
Yeah.
How so?
She was sent in by Gargamel to destroy the Smurf.
Oh,
True.
And then she fell in love with them and became one of them.
Yeah. Imagine being the only girl like that. You are the hen, the head hen. You know, like
I mean,
the
Gargamel was
amount
smart
of
for that.
power that she
You
would
got
be.
that blue pussy.
The amount of power that she was walking around. I'm sure.
That was so smart of Gargamel, but like, these are all dudes. A sausage party? Send a chick.
Yeah, we'll dismantle the entire village.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'll take them all.
And then he was like, the next I'll create money.
But yeah, so it was good. It was the end of 4 seasons. It was a good, satisfactory ending. Everyone had their own path. There was some bittersweet. There was some hopefulness, humanityness, which is I'm in my bag nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm not quite enjoyed it, so I'm glad
Good.
they had it because they had the first 3 seasons on Netflix, and then the 4th season wasn't because of however the fuck contracts work.
Right.
But now it's there.
Nice.
I don't know why, but we ended up watching the whole Pitch Black series the last couple of days.
Is that like the
Pitch Black Chronicles of Riddick and Riddick.
Oh, the films. Okay.
The films.
I was like, I didn't know there was a TV show.
There's an anime, and then there's a game, a game of Butcher's Bay, and then there is supposed to be a last 4th movie that's been in the works. We'll see.
Yeah.
He's still making Fast and Furious movies, so he can make another Riddick movie,
Fair.
right?
Fair.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
I mean, that's like what, 8 John Wicks now or some shit like that?
Remember when I said the way that Fast and Furious movies are written is they have a big whiteboard in a conference room and they have 3 columns and it just says weapons, locations, vehicles, and they've just had them all listed and they just keep scratching them off as they move through movies.
Well, the next one's obviously this.
Perfect.
Yeah, because like the last one was like a like a Mustang in space or some shit.
Yes. I think Ludacris was in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
I
watch
stopped
any of
watching
them.
after the first one.
I don't think I watched the first one. I might have watched Tokyo Drift because for my peoples, but
I didn't watch. I think I watched half of the first one.
Yeah, I
I was like,
halfway through the first one, I was like, dumb.
yep, dumb. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
It just means I can't.
I like Gone in 60 Seconds. Is it the same thing?
No,
No, it's not.
Do
definitely.
you remember Gone in 60 Seconds?
100%.
That's a Nick Cage movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
He's been in some good ones.
I mentioned last time the show.
I love adaptation and wasn't he in? No, I don't think he was.
He's in Spider Noir.
Was he in Being John Malkovich?
I don't remember.
I think I just put him in every weird movie.
But he was also in The Rock.
He was in Face Off.
Face
Yeah, he was in
Off.
Face Off.
I mean, that was good times. That was,
The Shells.
I can eat a peach for hours.
yeah, yeah. Good times. Anyway, but yeah. So I still enjoy those movies. Sometimes I just watch. I don't do it as often. I think because there's more new things and more things in general. But when we were young, we rewatched shit all the time. I remember just rewatching shit all the time.
Yeah.
But there's like 30 years worth of media more now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean,
I think we only had access to some. Like if you had
VHS.
VHS or the DVD, you're like,
Yeah.
you're gonna watch a movie. What's on HBO? I don't want to watch that shit. What about something we already have?
And a lot of people don't realize that
You didn't
like
have VODs. You didn't have the videos on demand back then.
buying VHS tapes was not an affordable thing.
No.
Like when they released Turtles on VHS, the original like 89 or 90s Turtles, whatever that was,
The Ninja Mutants.
the same.
I don't know if you had some other turtle movie.
A fellow chucker, eh? That line is the best of that fucking movie. They like throw Raphael's lifeless body into this fucking apartment. Everything fucking falls on him, debris and all this shit. 1,000 fucking ninjas like hop down into it. This one starts like doing nunchucks, and Michelangelo just turns around and goes, "Ah, a fellow chucker, eh?" It's so good, you know? But anyway, like when that shit came out and it was like you could pre-order it to purchase as a VHS movie, it was a big deal.
Was
at
that
the time.
pre-order back then?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember pre-ordering stuff
and
before 2000.
and the shit sold out. And it was they mass produced it to such an extent because of the popularity of like Turtles Mania that they were able to sell it at an affordable price. But usually VHS tapes went for around $100 for like a movie.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, like if like I remember I was really trying to get at the time The Show. You ever seen The Show? It's like the first hip hop documentary that was ever made.
Definitely not.
and it was like in probably 95, maybe 96 at most. And I wanted to get it, and they were like, no, this isn't mass produced. This is $100. It was like $90, I think.
Jesus, that's why Blockbuster was in good business.
Yeah, it was a big deal. And then all of a sudden, at some point, we transitioned into owning films. But that's why before that, everybody had blank tapes that they just recorded off the TV.
Yes.
And then they transitioned at a certain point into selling the media itself instead of relying on the video stores. And then we got into the DVD era.
We burned DVDs. We did the same shit.
Yep.
And then now there's no physical media.
Yeah, I mean, it's still, but it's just only for big movies.
Yeah.
Or
like I pre-ordered
not big movies at all.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
Good point.
One or the other.
Good point.
Oh fuck. Final Fantasy VII, the last part was announced. A lot of games. I think it was a game. I don't know what show. A lot of games were announced this past week. A lot of it looked fucking great. It's good time. Good time for gamers right now. And I look forward to the last part of Final Fantasy VII to come out next year. Makes me fucking tear up every time seeing that series.
I also wanted to say real quick that another thing that existed at that time of the VHS before it became like popular to own movies, to buy movies, was Disney had a subscription service. So you could own their movies. They came in those big white cases.
They do. I have some of them. It's weird.
They were
giant
oversized
fucking plastic cases,
and it came from that started from a subscription service. So you had to like buy into this thing, and it was like $30 a month or $40 a month, and then they sent you one tape a month, and it was like at whatever the vault opened, that particular time, or whatever. Which was like a clever way to. It was a subscription service before.
You're like, great,
Disney Plus,
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
And then they had Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah,
that was a subscription service.
That was later on, but yeah.
Yeah, I jerked off a lot to that.
Same.
I did not. I've never actually seen one.
Huh. I might have some still. I don't know.
At the time,
I have a lot of physical media in boxes that I don't have.
At the time, I was like, they're just taking their shirts off?
Yeah, but it was like...
I'll just watch Janet Jackson's If.
I went to a Girls Gone Wild event in Baltimore.
The fuck?
Oh, really?
Yeah, in like 2004 or something like that.
Oh, wow. They were still around then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go to the live one.
And that was interesting because you're like, oh, I know her. And she's going to be on the video.
And she's wild. Who knew?
She's gone.
Yep.
One of the mobile games I play is Wuthering Waves or Wuwa. And they have a...
It's what?
Wuwa.
Okay.
All right.
It's from Hong Kong. It's great. My people made it.
I believe it's also a baby term. When they want something, they go,
but yeah, I've been playing the game since its launch a few years back because it launched when I was in Japan. I learned about it when I was in Japan in Akiba. They had a lot of advertisement of this new game coming out, and I was there at the time, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna download and start. So I've been playing it. They recently, just this past week, had a crossover event with Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, Edge Runners, the anime from the Netflix.
okay.
And it's phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
As what a crossover should be.
I watched the first 3 episodes.
How are you liking it so far? Okay. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
No.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
I mean, anime in general is not for everybody.
It's not.
Anyway. No. But I
Just like
quite
every
enjoyed
genre.
the story.
Just like any
Well,
genre.
the story has there's something there that I like.
Yeah.
It's the writing that and I understand the anime style.
Yeah.
It's that it feels like it's a 15-year-old boy.
That wrote it or that's a character? Because the character is a kid.
Both.
Yeah.
So and it's tough for me to watch. Like the fuck, mom, I don't want to fucking do this. I'm like, I'm out. But the concept is cool of implanting something and being like a modified human. That's cool.
Yes, I mean, you don't have to keep watching it, but that's good. It's generally pretty well rated as a series, even from non-anime fans.
And the sexual side of it is very sophomoric, which is
makes sense.
So I'm just kind of like, oh yeah. She's like, have you ever done this? He's like, of course I have.
But like
my issue with most of anime is the dialogue, and I don't know if it's something lost in translation. Maybe it's the acting, maybe whatever. But it's like it's how that shit is delivered. I just really struggle with it.
And it's very
like my cloak. You stepped on my cloak, like that shit.
It's very like base human emotion kind of stuff.
Yes,
and I'm kind of like, yeah, it's not really for me.
The only fair part of like sophomoric dialogue for sophomore characters that would make sense. That's part of why I had a hard time like watching YA stuff nowadays, because like it's not unrealistic the way that these fucking kids are acting. I just don't like the way kids act.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. It's like it's not the media. It's like I aged out.
Yeah. I also don't know if I'm interested in young adult media anyway.
I used to be when I was a young adult.
Yeah, young adult media might be the most age specific media.
It's very lucrative.
Also. Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, those are the people that are spending money irresponsibly. But like, you know what I mean? but like
pizza
and gambling. But like, like more so the pizza. But like cartoons, right? Like you love cartoons when you're a kid, but you might still watch whatever Pixar, Toy Story 5 or whatever as an adult. Anime obviously has adult fans, kid fans, young adult fans, et cetera, like Goodfellas I love when I was a kid, I love it now. Freddy Krueger I love when I was a kid, I love it now. But like Saved by the Bell I watched when I was a kid, I would never fucking watch it now.
No, it's tough.
I enjoyed it when I was a kid, but I could not enjoy it now.
And it's like the way that in this show they're explaining like big business. Like I can't just like allow it to exist, because like in my in the storyline I can't just be like, oh okay, I'll just accept that. I'm like, it's so for a 13-year-old that I'm like, I find myself being like, wow, like that's not how it works.
Maybe it is in this world.
Yeah, but even then, like it and that's the other problem is it's like you want to create a separate world, but then you just take a 13-year-old, like asking a 13-year-old to create a world. I'm like, that wouldn't work like that. It's not fucking possible. Like, come on, where's the adult at?
Of what?
Of that, like, to make that system.
Oh. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, so it's just interesting.
But so the crossover event was great. You can tell that the creator of this game loved the series. There's a whole love letter to the series. Like every bit, like down to the icons. It's from the series. Like it's not a cash grab, and they give it. It's CD Projekt Red, which is the people who made the anime and the franchise. Yeah, it's the first Cyberpunk franchise. They made the game that Penguin loves so much, and the series also. Their writer is part of this crossover, and it's officially canon as an epilogue because the way is. So I don't know who is listening, but this is gonna be a spoiler. It is an epilogue, but it's like a dream sequence for the character in the anime that brings closure that you never get, that you wanted, the fans wanted to get, but it also does it in a respectful way where it doesn't just like bring people back to life that were dead. It's more like
bring me back.
It's more like
I could have done without that dude on that record, by the way.
Yeah,
I could have used just her, would have been fine.
I think she said the same thing. I think.
Oh, really?
I think it was forced because of the time.
Oh, because it's like during like Limp Bizkit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I think if I remember correctly, they forced that part in there.
Okay, I believe that. Like that because it sounds shoehorned in.
Yes.
Okay. Go.
Yes. That's as far as I've heard. I don't know much about music.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's more about moving on. it's more about giving people closure to move on versus
reopening and making more money.
Exactly.
What is the best crossover you've had in your, so to speak, like life? Like the best media, or any sort of media that's been like a crossover event.
Apple turnover.
No, that's not a bad one. Strawberry shortcake.
Street Fighter versus X-Men. It's a great fucking game.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
That started the whole fucking genre.
So I think for me, it's Injustice versus Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Like it's just seemed to like, and I think in the same way that the Marvel stuff works with Street Fighter, I think the DC stuff works with Mortal Kombat, like in the same breath. Mm-hmm. You know, especially that Injustice universe, which is fucked. You know.
Yeah.
But like that works, and the other one that I think of is the Darkness Batman crossover. That's like one of my favorites of all time.
Yes. It's always weird to have Batman crossover with things because he's a dude.
Yeah,
with money,
and it always works. It's like fucking.
It's just like in real life. If you're a dude with a lot of money, anything goes for you.
Yep. Batman is water, my friend.
It's also
Batman is a billionaire.
You put him in the cup, he becomes the cup.
Well, but it's a superhero that doesn't defy any of the world stuff that we know, right? So it's not like he can fly, he can see through things. Right. So you can drop him in to any environment that has humans in it, and he's in that world.
Yeah, he's peak everything. You know what I mean? Like he's like peak physical ability, peak fighting ability, peak like intelligence, and all that.
Even though he gets his head punched in all the time, he's still smart.
All the time,
right?
Somehow,
but
somehow
it's not like
Palpatine.
You know, he
might not be able to fly,
anti-gravity,
but he has the money to buy
the plane
a thing that makes him fly. Like the Arctic Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. Him go to the Arctic.
Classic. I've talked about it 1,000 times on here, but when Darkness broke into Joker's cell in Arkham to try to figure out what he was up against with Batman, and Joker was like, knock knock, and he's like, who's there? And Joker's like, no, you didn't knock knock. And he's like, what? And he's like, it reminds me of a joke. A convention of unconventional nuns stop at a fast food restaurant, and when they go to make their order, they all turn into an army of man-eating sharks, and they eat everybody in the restaurant: the cleaners, the janitors, the food prep people, the cashiers, the other patrons, everyone, man, woman, and child, except for one cashier, who, after they finish eating the bones of everyone else in the restaurant, says, "Would you like fries with that?" And Darkness goes, "What?" And then Joker's like, "Fries," and just starts laughing maniacally. And one of the little like goblins are like,
Darklings,
yeah, he's like, "I don't like this guy, boss."
That guy, that's the Darkness.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite characters.
Those like little goblins that are up around.
Yeah, he makes them out of darkness.
Out of the power of the darkness. He's cool. He's a cool character.
Yeah, he's like, well, you would like him. He's a mafia hitman.
Yeah.
We talked about it before.
Yeah. But anyway, I love this crossover. It got me playing the game a little bit more. So in this game, there's no cursing. Everyone just like, because it's like rated whatever the fuck. But
E for everyone.
G like this nuts. But the character from Cyberpunk who's like foul mouth, she's just cursing the whole fucking time in the game.
She what?
She's just cursing the whole time.
Oh, really?
I'm like, and
there are some weird things like that.
I'm pretty sure they have the original voice actors from the anime to voice these characters, and the animations, the fighting animations are fucking great.
There's a music video called Auslander by Rammstein, and in the music video, it's like these people that go to Africa, and when they get to Africa,
like
there's
Toto's Africa.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, I imagine the same. And when they get there, there's like all these tribes where this, I think it's just one tribe, to be fair, that's there. But like all the women are completely topless, and it's in the music video on YouTube.
Yeah, that's allowed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's context.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like they're actresses.
Oh, yeah.
But still context.
It's not National Geographic we're talking about here.
Yeah, I always found that interesting. Like if you watch like the back in the day when the Nat Geo stuff came on regular,
Yeah,
that was normal.
Yeah, for sure. But this is,
and I remember being like 11 or 12 and being like, holy shit.
I was usually like, man, that's what it looks like. Because these are usually some pretty well worn in units.
It's so long.
Like, yeah, but this was like
all natural.
Anyway, I'm always like, how the fuck does this exist here? But
Yeah, but yeah, so it reinforces to me that crossovers can be done well, and I've always said that I'm not against crossovers. Period.
Yeah,
it's got to be done with respect and to the original material and to the fans.
Rarely works. The G.I. Joe Transformer comic book crossover that was like
works.
during World War One or Two,
That
that was good.
Yeah,
that's the only one that's worked.
There's some things that work and something that's shoehorn or something that are just reskins. Like the Fortnite thing, and two, like reinforces my belief that you shouldn't bring people back to life when they're dead.
Y'all was changing skins way before there was a Fortnite.
Yeah, is that Hove also?
That's a Bobby Skullface.
That's a Bobby.
Oh, there.
Hove would have come up with it though,
or something better.
But yeah,
I'll never be as good as Hove.
I don't know
never
what to
get
tell
that
you
hair. That's for sure.
Actually, we both have problems, they're just in different directions.
He's got all yours.
Well, leave a little for the rest of us, why don't you?
But yeah, I firmly think I'm not sure if 99.99% of the time to bring a character back is a good thing, except for Jesus, because he's the crux of the story. Him coming back.
Yeah.
Unless the coming back is the crux of
And the Emperor.
and the Emperor. Exactly.
Jesus and the Emperor.
But like, unless
the new spin-off.
unless the coming back to life thing is crux to the story, or like originally planned ahead of time, like this guy was always going to come back, right? You can tell when a guy's supposed to come back,
Right.
I don't think in the middle of writing the Bible, the guy's like, "Oh fuck, Jesus is dead. He's the most popular character. We got to bring him back."
Right.
So yeah, that's my stance on that, and I think that's it.
That's it?
My week.
All right. Well,
Well, while I'm on this,
okay.
We had the alternate universe discussion at one of the After Darks,
Okay.
and I as I'm talking about this crossover thing, I have to clarify because like it used to make it sound like I want no crossovers ever, and that's not the case. Just like I don't want no alternate universes ever.
I don't want no.
I don't want. It's not that I don't want multiple versions of things. Just as like Fate is one of my favorite anime series, and all the characters in it are reimagined historical characters, real or fiction. So it's not that I don't want multiple versions of Superman or Batman. I don't want them to commingle.
Okay.
I don't want retcons. I don't want there to be alternate in the same universe. I need them to be separate. Like this Batman in this universe is a different Batman in that universe, and that doesn't.
I think I think I'm good with that.
Like I'm not like I said before. Like this character has this pass. Good example would be Psylocke. Is she British or is she Asian?
Right.
So like I don't want that. Like we should have a British Psylocke somewhere in one universe and an Asian one in another universe. Don't just like be like we can't decide, so we're gonna change her past now.
Are you saying separate but equal?
Don't have to be equal. Separate though.
I'm with you. I think
that sounds bad.
I think
that sounded really bad.
I think I'm
separate
with you.
And not equal.
I think I'm with you 99% of the time. I think every now and then there's this 1%.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah,
it's always.
yeah,
And I'll give you that. But I think most of the time, retconning a character or like just changing my character is.
So sometimes now a retcon I can get into more than a change, because like
it's not a retcon, a change to.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes they just change them. Like you just like, this is not how this person usually does this thing, and then it just becomes the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
like Deadpool. Deadpool did not used to be the way he is.
Perfect example. Perfect example. So the example I was going to use was Wonder Woman. You know, when Wonder Woman was created, she was created by this psychologist that was kind of fucked up himself. And,
of course, a psychologist,
right? And she was made by the mother made her out of clay, and then begged Zeus to give her life.
Yeah.
And you know, in 1943, when they made that shit, it probably was just fine. But in 2008 when I was reading it. It seemed a little weird. Do you know what I mean? And then they basically it was like a deep, dark secret that Zeus raped her mother and she had kept it a secret. And that's why she's so powerful, because she's basically half a god and all and then that I'm okay with, because I feel like it's not going against anything prior necessarily. It still makes sense in the world, and it helps explain things for a modern day.
I'm okay with that kind of retcon.
Okay,
but
cool.
a lot of retcons aren't.
I agree.
They just change.
I agree. And I'm not okay with that.
And it's just like, and I'm still for letting characters die or stories die and make new ones. Like, stop. How old is fucking Magneto, bro? How old is Magneto now?
Right.
He's a World War II survivor.
Yes, but we don't know what the mutant. We don't know what the mutant. Theoretically, we don't know what the mutant.
Right, but like like they keep trying to change things to go to the time.
Right.
And like time keeps moving on. These characters cannot move on. If they cannot move on, you have to let them go.
Mm-hmm.
To me, anyway. Like that's why I was okay with I was very much okay with Ultimate Universe. Like, just start a whole new universe. You like these characters? Cool. We'll reimagine them
for today.
And then they fucking merged it with the regular universe.
Right,
and I'm
right.
like, well, this is the problem.
Yeah,
I'm usually 52 and every time I try to do it.
So I think the only time it's ever, and we don't have to stay on this for too long, but I think the only time it's ever really been done successfully is Crisis on Infinite Earths and then Infinite Crisis, because it's standing on the back of the same work and it was the original one to do it, and that's what made it cool. And then everybody started doing it, but it didn't work as well because it wasn't written by, not all of them were written by fucking brilliant men like the fucking.
And also some things are cool the first time.
Yeah. No, 100%. Another good point. Agreed.
That's why M. Night Shyamalan fell off, right? Because that Sixth Sense was cool, and then now we're just expecting weird twists at it.
Right.
Lady in the river lake stream.
That was him. Yeah.
That wasn't cool.
The Village was kind of cool still, though.
The Village.
That was him too, and that was a good
The
twist.
Village is cool. It is cool. Really poorly marketed.
Yeah.
Yes. But
because I was disappointed with that movie because I was expecting it to be something else from the way that they marketed it.
It's hard though. If you're trying to market something with a huge twist without giving it away, you're marketing it as a whole different movie.
I agree. But you know how people say, like in the modern day, they say, be better. Be better, so-and-so. Be better.
I say good. That's what gamers say.
I say be smarter.
Be smart.
Farrell, your Nerd Week?
Oh, yeah. Let's see what I want to start with here.
Pizza?
Oh, I love pizza.
You're making pizza better?
I haven't made pizza in a minute.
What the fuck?
The Marvels. You can start with the Marvels.
I probably won't start with that.
Anyone watch Spider-Man Noir?
No. I don't know if I am. I don't know if I'm interested.
Okay.
So, I watched some MCU, made some progress. So I watched the new Spider-Man.
No Way Home. Is that the one? For whatever reason, we get this ate up. I think it's No Way Home.
It's
Homeward Bound, Incredible Journey.
yes, Homeward.
Better movie.
Oh man, Chance, come on,
dude.
Man.
Homeward Bound, Milo and Otis, all that shit trumps everything in Phase 4.
You are Chance. Off the dogs.
So it is.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah. So at first, I did not like it.
Okay.
Right. Mainly because it involves Doctor Strange, who's a terrible character in my opinion. And it's back to the multiverse, which,
to be fair, we haven't left.
I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy the 3 different Spider-Man.
That was a spoiler last week. That was like,
Yeah.
Does it have a connection to those other Spider-Man?
Yeah, so I had seen them. But I did enjoy that, and I thought they did it pretty well.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
It's a crossover that respects the fan and the source material.
Yeah, there's a lowercase c.
Yes, but still.
Yeah. The same like the Deadpool Wolverine movie is a lowercase c crossover,
Yes.
but that's exceptionally well done also.
Yes.
So the problem that I had with the movie, outside of Doctor Strange,
You just hate that guy.
I hate him.
I never liked him that much, but the movies actually made him like him more.
He's been a dick, am I right?
Nice. That was a good one. Give yourself a honk there.
I do this.
I thought the ending of the movie was like emotional enough, like it was the right thing. Like he's, I'm deciding. Well, all right. So let me back up a little bit. Doctor Strange. Okay, so this motherfucker is going to make a super complicated spell, right? And all he's got to do is think it, move.
If they were easy, everybody'd be doing it,
right?
Farrell.
He's just moving his hands around and pulling
Sorcerer Supreme, like pizza.
all this bullshit out. And then Peter Parker is telling him like, well, I want you to do this. And he's like, you can't change a spell mid-spell. I'm like, then why'd you start? Why did you start before you knew what the fucking... You're the adult in the room, doctor.
I think, to be fair...
fucking asshole.
I think it's Spider-Man's fault for like... He should let... He needed to say all that shit before it started.
Well, no, Doctor Strange could have been like, is there anything else you would like me to put in this spell before he started? Because he's the one that starts it.
It's more like Bachelor's Strange.
Yeah. Fucking dickhead. So, all right. So the end of the movie, Peter's like, hey, just make everybody forget who I am if that'll make it better. The whole
that makes it much easier.
Emotional goodbye to MJ and all that. But then he promises her. He's going to find her and make her remember or reintroduce himself. Mm-hmm. And he does. And then he gives up on that fucking plan immediately.
Because this is the wrong thing to do.
Why?
Well, like, why would you... Like, if everyone's happy and fine, like,
are they?
Seems like it.
Seems like it. Sure. Are they?
It seems like every time he
spent 30 seconds at her work
because she was living her life just fine. Look. Maybe it's because I have baggage with Spider-Man. I think.
So hold on. So going to MIT at 17, that 17-year-old girl knew that she had chosen the right path and it was going to be fucking perfect without him. But knows for certainty.
There's very little she knows for certain.
17-year-old knows who's going to MIT.
Yeah.
But just the same way that he shouldn't be letting her make critical life decisions on her own that she can't recover from.
Because she's the father.
Right, but
this is a stranger that nobody knows. Look, Spider-Man always does he tries to do the right thing regardless of the self-harm, right? Mm-hmm. He sacrifices. That's what he does.
I think he tries to hurt himself every time.
Well,
I think if every time,
I think there's a part of that that's true. I think that both things are true.
But I think if every time you're involved in someone's life, catastrophe happens, you might be like, maybe I'm the fucking problem. Maybe I shouldn't be in people's life if I'm going to be a superhero. Just like if you're in the mafia, you shouldn't be in a family and then worry about your fucking kids getting shot. Like, if your kids get shot as a mafia from a rival gang, that's on you for having kids.
What
Same
if
with
she
like
never
undercover
finds
cops.
Love again?
That's not on him.
I also think like to defend.
He promised someone who didn't remember. That person's gone. You are the sum of your fucking memories, bro. If you don't remember something, you're not you anymore.
If I make a promise to somebody and they die, I'm not obligated to fulfill my promise?
That's not the same.
Why? How's it not?
Because they're dead.
No, if I promise I'm going to do something, not for you or to you, but I'm going to do so. I promise I will go do this.
Does it? If it doesn't involve anybody else, no, I don't give a shit. I'm dead. If you promise me you're going to do something specifically for me and I'm dead, I don't expect you to fucking do that.
What if you say it on your deathbed?
I don't expect nothing.
But what if you did? What if you're like, hey, I want you to promise me you're going to eat pizza every day because I want you to be a happy pizza eater.
And then I say,
you say, yes, I promise I will do that for you.
I don't. For me personally, I don't hold it.
Well, then you should make a motherfucker promise in the first place, Joe. You selfish prick.
I wouldn't.
You dying selfish prick.
Like I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't ask people stuff. Like my view on death is very final.
But did she? But they. I don't know. To defend,
you always say things to people who are dying to make them feel better.
She says, like, promise me you'll find me, and
you're gonna say that to make her feel better.
But I think he meant it.
He meant it,
right? But there's no need to follow through.
I don't know.
See, that's what I'm getting with. If you give your word that you're going to do something,
it's not the same person.
It is the same person.
Okay, well, no. I tell Bobby here, I promise you something. I get fucking jumped to a different universe. We don't know each other. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that shit.
I agree with you.
That's the same to me.
It is. But the difference is you knew you were going to get jumped to a different universe. You knew you were going to be somebody else. And you're asking me to make sure I remind you. So I do feel obligated under that circumstance.
It's a different person. If I came back here, then I'd be like, yeah, Bobby, I understand that. But it's a different Bobby.
But that's a different universe, Joey. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that to you. Like, that's a different universe, Joey. I'm saying like that Joey is from a different universe. Yeah. So there is more of wiggle room there. This is the same person, different memories. There's more of a philosophical debate there. I get that too.
That's probably what it is.
But it's still, she knew she wasn't going to remember. She's asking him to make sure that she does. So I do feel like he is obligated to do it. I also feel, to defend your stance, that Spider-Man is a fucking loser. Like, Peter Parker is a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And this is what losers fucking do. They don't fucking follow through on their word. They don't fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this is some loser ass mentality. And on that side of things, I'm actually okay with his choice there.
So, and that's why I think that he makes decisions that cause him pain unnecessarily because he's a loser.
Yes, I agree with that too.
Because, I mean, I guess I just think of him a little bit more altruistic.
I don't believe in that.
That he does things
in altruism.
But that's what we watch superhero movies, right? Because they exist somewhere in these fictional universes, that people do things for the greater good, regardless of what kind of harm it happens to them.
So that's why I like Iron Man more than I like Captain America.
What was that?
Because Iron Man is not trying to be altruistic.
And I think that's why I enjoy Iron Man on screen more, because he's funny and he's more relatable. But I like Captain America more. I like the idealism of.
No, I mean, I like it too.
Right, okay.
I want there to be altruism. I just
right.
In my heart of hearts, I know it can't exist.
Well, yeah, me too. That's why I need it from fiction, because I can't get it from the real world.
But then I get into my favorite stuff is close enough to reality that you think you might be able to obtain it. When it's all just pure fantasy, that's when it's just a good romp. It's not a thing about how us aspiring. And I think Captain America is us aspiring to be better people.
Superman
that's
too.
a superpower, right? Is us aspiring to be better people.
I'm good with it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is a character who's written to be miserable. He's always miserable.
A loser.
He's a loser.
Everything bad that can happen will happen, and that's
and he's like he's not a cool kid. He struggles with girls, like, and that's why the power is kind of cool, because he's like, and then the fact that he can't even tell people about it, so he just has to still be a loser.
Yeah,
and fucking he's like the coolest superhero on the block. You know what I mean? And that's why it's cool that he's a fucking loser.
And that's what tears me up about this whole fucking promise thing, is he finally found people that he could share it with, that knew him as a loser and liked him as a loser and like him the same or more as a superhero too, and have bought in, wanted to be a part of that life. They wanted to share it with him, and then he still goes, nah, I'm a loser. I'm gonna be miserable by myself. Like,
but I don't know. You don't think it's good to like not involve people you care about into danger?
Don't make a promise then.
Right.
Okay. But
yeah, I agree with that.
There's separate points. There's separate points.
Exactly.
There's separate points.
Yeah,
like you can understand, right? If like, you have the time a moment to be, because when you're connected, you are in a relationship with people. It's much harder. But now you have a clean cut. You have a chance to restart, and you're like, all right. Every time we go on a trip together, some shit happens. Every time I go anywhere, some shit happens to these people. Every time they either die or might die or are in danger or are hurt. Maybe I should just not do that to them. That's how I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I think that don't make a promise that you don't intend.
Yeah, but both things can be true.
Yeah,
but I think that there's a little bit of, I don't think that's how he feels, because I think there's an element of like misplaced narcissism in that, and I'm guilty of it as much as anybody else.
Yeah, we all have some narcissism in us. This is normal.
But I think with him there is. Let me tell you some loser shit I did. Right. This is one of those ones like that one where that girl. They set me up for that girl asking me out or asking that girl out in front of everybody. This is another one. Same girl.
Damn.
Same girl.
That bitch got a lot of influence.
So I was obsessed with this girl. You know, like thought she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. You know, and I knew, you know, she'd already embarrassed me publicly, and what that wasn't her It was this other dude that did that, but she played ball. You know what I mean? And I knew she didn't want it. She wasn't interested in me. Well, in middle school, she was dating somebody for a while, and then they had broken up, you know, and somehow in middle school, when like a long relationship breaks up, it's like the talk of the, you know, like, can you believe it? Like, oh no, like, is she okay? It's like, you know,
It's not much more to talk about when you're in middle school. That's why.
so I tried to like test the waters a little bit, and I figured out in testing the waters that she liked this other dude, and I set them up so that I could feel miserable.
So that you can. Okay,
That's just angst.
Yeah, in part. You know, I wanted, there was a part that wanted what she wanted. I wanted her to have what she wanted. But there was another, at minimum,
wallow in it.
at minimum 50-50
I think
of
that's-
I wanted to go feel like a fucking loser.
Yeah.
I
You know,
think that's fair though. Maybe because it's.
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying whether it's fair or not fair. I'm just saying that that's some loser shit. Like, and it's like, and I think it's like, I think that Peter has that in him, where he does want the worst for himself. You know, in spite of how he acts sometimes.
Because he could take almost whatever he wants, and he chooses not to. So sometimes I feel like, in order to emphasize the fact that he's not taking what he wants, that he chooses a decision that is worse for him than it needs to be.
fair.
Interesting breakdown of Parker, you know what I mean, psychology anyway. So I'm
Then I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, volume
Trace.
a number higher than 2.
Is it about the raccoon?
Yes.
Yeah, the Raken,
That's 3.
the talking Raken. And the best part about this movie was that on top of a talking Raken, we also had a talking prairie dog. We had a talking. We had multiple animals that talked.
It's like
Great.
it's the Lion King.
That's great. Oh, sidebar. I said we watched this Pitch Black series. with
Yes.
Vin Diesel. And Kristen wanted to see his filmography, and he was like,
Wants to see Vin Diesel's film.
like what else he's been in?
Oh, not like she's like, I want to see every movie.
No,
Vin-
no.
God,
Because we're talking about like Fast and Furious, and she's like, I want to.
What
else?
did you do?
like Boiler Room and then kill yourself.
And so we're like, he's known. He's gonna make Fast and Furious movies forever.
Right,
Fast forever. I think there's already a movie though.
I think so.
And then she was like, "Oh, he's in Marvel." I'm like, "Yeah, he's fucking Groot." He's like, "She's Groot." I'm like, "Bro, how do you not know Vin Diesel is Groot?"
Yeah.
That's, like, he's been Groot for like 15 years or some shit at this point.
I mean, it's
about
not
the
most-
level of his acting
yeah. Well, you know what?
But that's how good he is. I said that-
But we know it's not
because
Boiler Room exists.
But I told her that's how good a voice actor he is because you couldn't tell it was Vin Diesel. That's how good he is.
Can he? Is that his voice?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if that was filtered. Like,
I don't know, like Megatron with
God,
Hugo Weaving.
I want to see I want to see the videos of him
Just think I'm-
recording, being like, "I am Groot."
yeah, like because I'm sure that's got plugins all over it.
Groot. Like just
Yeah, it's like why wouldn't you? Why that seems like such a waste of budget.
to have Vin Diesel do it,
Yeah,
just so you could put him in the
in the scroll.
and really
Maybe he didn't pay him much. Maybe he just wanted to do it.
Maybe
Who knows?
He's like a huge Groot fan.
I mean,
huge tree
we've
fan.
known the huge actors who were
Agreed.
stormtroopers, right?
Agreed.
In things
Because-
just to be in it.
Yes, if that's the case, I salute.
Yeah.
You know,
Now I'm gonna have to Google how much he got paid to be Groot.
So yeah, I mean,
So talking animals, you don't like the talking animals? You don't like Disney?
he hates talking animals.
I don't like talking animals.
I'm okay with talking animals. I like
talking
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan of furries per se, but like
Well, so if
talking
it's
animals.
I'm not. It's the glory suit.
Never say never. It's
the glory suit.
Yes, the glory suit.
if it's The Lion King, I'm fine with it. If it were watching a movie about talking animals
This is a movie about talking animals.
with humans talking to talking animals, it's two Dr. Doolittle.
What's wrong with Dr. Dolittle?
It's the only one I like in this
Oh.
category.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one,
good.
it's specifically he can talk to animals.
Yeah. You
Instead of
don't
being
like
like-
animals just talking, just out and about.
just out
Well, they're not
talking.
supposed to talk. They got like made to talk by horrific experiments.
Pussies
Yeah.
ain't supposed to talk.
And why haven't got lips then?
God, all I can think about right now is Lil Wayne.
So that's a Slick Rick lyric from Indian Girl. which might be not okay now anymore.
This kind or this kind?
The latter.
Oh, okay, that's not okay then.
Good song though.
So, I mean, the movie was okay. It's whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
I like the Rocket arc, so to speak, in that story. I also find that movie unfulfilling somehow in the same way. I can't tell you exactly why or how. It might be the other characters in it. I'd rather have just a raccoon movie.
The movie is long, so to speak, right? But
You had a qualifier in there.
oh yeah, but I didn't feel like there was a whole lot of story.
Yeah, it's just the Rocket story. I feel like it's
But even the arc of what's happening there, like there's not a whole lot that happens.
it's been too long for me.
It's just
It's emotionally satisfying, his story to me somehow.
Yeah, I like what it did for him.
Yeah, but the movie as a Guardians movie, I didn't find fulfilling.
Well, it was like everyone rallying for him, but also like it wasn't memorable other than his own art.
Yeah, that's all I remember about
and
it.
I don't like the so Rocket wants to keep the group together, right? Because he had a group, the group got taken from him. He's on his own, and he finally founds another group, and the group works to bring him back from death. Basically, he's dying,
Right.
and then as soon as they accomplish that, the group fucking breaks up.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't even remember.
So
They had to go their own way, man.
yeah, they all have to go find themselves.
Do they play the Fleetwood Mac record?
No.
Fucking hell.
I mean, it makes sense that they all have.
Star-Lord goes off to hang out with his dying grandfather. I can't remember their names. Half their fucking names.
They all have things to do, man.
Gamora, she's gone because she's dead, right? But then there's a new Gamora,
Yes,
right?
a new Gamora from the past.
Right. Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket,
So Groot and Rocket stay together.
the bald-headed blue chick, Nebula?
Yes.
Gamara's sister,
Nebula.
Yes.
right?
Nebula. And then
She
the
goes off to do
Mantis
some- Mantis
and Drax.
Mantis goes off with her new battery-eating beasts
Okay.
that she meets. And then Drax is like, he's trying to hang out with everybody, but nobody wants to. And then he goes to raise children or something. Like,
Because he had a family that was murdered and stuff. And like the Thanos is gone, so he should go back and make another family.
To me, and
Yeah.
back into the psychology of the characters,
Yeah.
to me, the whole point of this
Yes.
It's the family of misfits.
is the family of misfits.
Yeah,
and they
100%.
need each other.
100%.
And the fact that they're leaving each other, it just destroys the whole thing for me. Right.
I get that.
So, then I started.
What is this? How long is this shit?
Possibly the movie created for the antithesis of me.
Okay.
So I started watching the Marvels.
I didn't watch those. I didn't watch that one. I skipped that
Spare yourself.
one. I mean, I've been sparing myself a lot of these movies.
How privileged you are to be able to say such a truth.
I love it. I'm thankful for Multiverse of Madness for breaking me out of that fucking Stockholm's.
Yeah.
It's an abusive relationship, man.
God awful.
Good.
God awful movie.
It's bad.
Are you? Are you gonna watch Madam Web? Is that part of? I heard that's worse.
No. Spin on that. So, yeah, I agree, but I haven't seen it. But
I
no, I
don't think anyone has.
I'm not asking him to watch Venom and that shit either. Like,
But yeah, get him.
get him. Some people hit him. Some people bet him. Venom. Going to get him.
At least those are fun romps. I think the Venom movies.
I didn't care for them.
I didn't watch them, but they're
don't know
well
if I like fun
received
romps.
versus some other movies.
I think that the first. There are 2 or 3 of those movies.
3.
Yeah, I think
the last
the
romp,
first, the
whatever
second one is awful.
I saw
and then
the
I heard
first
the
two.
third one's even worse.
Is it?
I've heard that.
I saw the first.
They
two.
got the Venom horse, don't they?
Yes, that's cool conceptually.
Actually, I saw the first Venom movie. Didn't that come out in like
10 years ago. I don't know.
no, way more than that? I thought.
No,
No, it's like
Isn't there a Venom movie that came out like in
Maybe. I don't.
15 or something.
Oh, there was a Spider-Man movie that had Venom in it.
That was an awful
Like back
Venom.
in the Spider-Man
That was an
3,
awful,
where
awful
Tobey
Venom.
Maguire had the black suit and he was a sad Spider-Man.
No,
Sadder man.
It was emo.
there
Emo
was
man.
one.
He was a sadder
one
man.
about just Venom
That one's recent.
that I
More
think
recent.
came out in like 90.
I think that was just about a poison that got loose in the city.
I saw that notion
That's virus.
on vacation. Anyway, yeah, Marvel's is fucking terrible.
I can't believe you sat through that.
I'm only halfway through. I had to bail out.
Is it necessary for the fucking plot of the universe?
No, it's necessary to
We don't
complete
know.
the task, Joey.
Oh, okay.
I'm completing
And we
a
don't
task.
know. We don't know because it's still paying out. Like we're that phase. We're still in that same phase. So like we don't know if there's something in there that you know what I mean.
So it's Miss Marvel,
To you,
Captain Marvel, Jasmine Marvel.
yeah. I think in the comics, I think she was just Jasmine, but
It's so bad.
it is bad.
It's like teenage girls learning about a new superpower, fighting people
With a cat
with a cat that turns into like,
monster.
but helps.
Yeah,
This is the
but
why.
doesn't talk.
Right. Just it'll be like
So it's-
standing on the
hey,
back of
it's
the
got that going for it.
back of the couch, and it'll be like, I'll just move that real quick. Or like tentacles come out of it, moves the couch,
Yeah.
it falls on the ground, and then it goes back to being a cat.
Yeah.
I want a cat like that.
Dude, it's so the movie is so fucking awful.
Sounds like a YA thing to me.
I'm gonna finish it
Young
and
adult.
then never think
Young
about
adult
it again.
type movie. You just didn't finish yet.
No, I'm halfway.
It's really bad.
I had to tap out.
That's the one where.
You just gotta force your way through, man. Why would you want multiple sessions of this?
I was doing my least favorite thing at work.
Vacuuming?
Worse than that. Watching this movie, and I said I'd rather concentrate on my least favorite thing at work.
Wow.
And just
It
turn
sucks.
it off.
It sucks. It's awful.
All right, so I've been watching the NBA Finals, and I just feel like
I watched one.
yeah, you did. And so the game last night. So we're recording this on Thursday.
Did you win any money?
No, I lost money, but
Oh, because the Knicks were super down and then came back in the end, right?
so it's the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history, and it was
What'd you say?
I said don't call it a comeback.
amazing.
Knicks been here for years.
They've been here. They've never left. They've been here playing every year.
It was amazing to watch. So the Spurs scored
New York is having a time.
They
right
are.
now.
They are. They are.
76 points in the first half, right? And then finished with a score of 101. So the tale of two halves. 76 to 25 points.
Yeah.
So first half 76, second half 25 points. And the Knicks scored, they were down by 29 points at half and then doubled and won by one with a tip-in shot with 1 second left in the game. It was amazing. Amazing. I lost money on it, but I was happy to because I
Yeah,
would've-
it's. I've seen a lot of
They're
people
gonna make
say
a movie
like,
out of this, aren't they? In like 10, 15 years.
yeah.
Remember the Knicks.
Yeah.
I
remember,
needed-
remember the Knicks.
Remember the Knickerbockers. That's what they're called, I think.
I think
don't
you're
think
right.
you're allowed to say that. That's what they are. That's what they are called, but I don't think you're allowed to say it.
I'm not a New Yorker, so I can't say it.
Yeah.
So I needed like 3 points and a rebound. So I was hoping for overtime at 1 point, but I was happy that it ended the way it did because it was too perfect a thing for me to get.
It's bigger than you.
Yeah, it's bigger than me.
It's definitely a
Like who gives a
movie
shit about
ending.
$8? Like, so I was doing some just bullshit, like Wikipedia, get stuck on something and kind of learn. So I started reading this thing about Henry Moseley. You know who that is?
I don't.
He's the inventor of the modern day periodic table. He's the one who put
Okay.
it
Awesome.
in that format.
Cool.
And so I found out he was shot by a sniper in World War I in 1915. Right. So and like obviously we've added a bunch of elements to the table.
Yeah, we've made a bunch.
Well, we've discovered some and made some.
Yeah.
But we never added the element of surprise.
I saw it. You know how I knew it was a joke? Because if it were real and it wasn't a punchline and you had some nugget of truth, you would have committed it to memory. You wouldn't have had to read it off your phone.
It's just a screenshot of something.
But whatever.
It's just a screenshot.
Oh, it had nothing to do with it?
No, it's of that, but it's just the year he was killed.
But you had information.
Yeah.
Like if that was about if that wasn't about the joke, you would have just come in here and been like, and that's pretty fucking cool, right? Okay, next thing. Like,
let's see. All right, so we did all that. We talked about Edge,
Cyberpunk, Edge Runner, not Edge Cheese,
not Edge Cheese,
which I was promised at some point in my life.
Yeah. So, all right. So I made pizza last weekend or something like that, and it didn't turn out great. Though I think some of the things happened well with it, and I think some of the things were not great. It ended up way too thick.
it did. I think had you, so to speak, I think that had the original batch been cut in half, like in whatever pan.
Well, the interesting thing is you talked me into doubling the batch.
I did. But I didn't know that. I didn't know that had anything to do with the ratio per pan necessarily, because that certainly wasn't what I was trying to suggest.
Yeah.
I was just worried about quantity of slices.
Oh, like
But I think because everything was good. It was just the dough was like this thick.
So it was
like breadsticks.
It was 9 pounds of flour.
Wow.
In 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I think that same exact.
It should have been 6 pizzas.
Everything.
Or 5 at least.
Everything the same. Different pepperoni. Everything else.
I'm not a big fan of the pepperoni on there.
I'm okay with pepperoni in general, but
on those style pizzas, it's weird because
it was too thick. It's like a hot dog, so to speak. It's like you eat. Well, you wouldn't necessarily know what I'm talking about, but you eat too many, it starts stressing you out. It's the same thing with it. This was a thick piece of pepperoni.
So the interesting stuff about Detroit style and adding pepperoni to it is you have to completely cook the crust if you're going to add pepperoni, because what happens is if you just slightly par bake it, the dough beneath the pepperoni doesn't cook all the way. Mm-hmm. So it ends up
the heat.
It ends up being like this raw spot, which is very strange. So that kind of fucked me up a little bit because I was trying to cook it longer, and
that's why
it ended up being drier than it needed to be.
Yeah. So I think the first two were dry. I liked. And you were more critical of the moisture of the third dough. I actually enjoyed the moisture of the third dough, but I think had you did the exact same thing, and it was 6 pizzas instead of 3. It would have been fucking out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I get Domino's, I always tell them to bake extra well done because I put a lot of toppings on my Detroit style. They tell you don't put more than 1 or 2, but I like toppings. I tell them to do 5 toppings, but then do it well done, and then it ends up okay.
On your pan style, right?
On the pan style, because it does get doughy if you put too much toppings on it. But you tell them well done.
And so what I think I'm doing
offsets it.
Is I'm changing too many things at once.
Oh no, you have to change one thing at a time, bro. That's how you.
I cooked it at a lower temperature. Which I think it didn't get the same crispness on the outer edges.
I agree.
And so I cooked it lower and longer, so to speak. And then
I don't think you should, from that first one, I don't think you should have changed a thing. You should have found a piece of stone, chiseled exactly what you did in it, hung it in the kitchen, and followed it to the T every single time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get back to I can get back to that.
Yeah.
I remember that one. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Look, if you can make yourself finish Edge Runner, I would like to see what you think
I'm gonna try
after watch the whole thing. Because if you're watching fucking, I was saying like don't make yourself watch something you don't want to watch. But if you're gonna watch fucking the Marvels, you should watch the rest of Edge Runners.
So I mean, I watched three episodes
out
back
of
to back
8
to back.
or 6, I don't remember. It's not long.
8. It's 8 or 10.
Yeah, it's not super long.
Yeah,
but I would say try to.
I had to take a break from it. And then I went
to watch the Marvels.
No.
Because that would be insulting.
The Marvels was, I think I took
the Marvels is an obligatory thing.
Yeah, I took a break from Cyberpunk to watch Guardians.
Okay.
And then after
That's
Guardians, I just went into Marvels and then was like, I've had enough MCU.
At that Knicks game, not last night, but the one before it, I got to see Jay-Z and Larry David shake hands, and that did something for my soul that I can't quite quantify. but
I would feel like, that's like a moment for you. Yeah. You wish you were there.
Yeah.
So in that one, that's the one with that Trump was at, right?
The one he slept at?
Yeah, that he slept at, yeah.
That made really bad traffic for?
Yeah, so
yeah. I think there's bad traffic before and after, to be fair.
So but
they lost the time he was there.
The one that they were trying to make a spectacle of last night was back to fucking what's her face from the NFL.
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
really? She was there?
She was there jumping around doing all. I'm like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
A lot of people, unfortunately.
Wu-Tang performed at the halftime show.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. Sony was there. Like, him and his family were like at the game. Like, they sent me a video from it.
Cool.
I mean, so that's one that, like, if you knew what was going to happen, it would be worth every dollar to get there to go
to
just
experience that
live. Yeah,
that you were at that. Like,
right.
Such an incredible.
Right. Yeah. I'm super excited. I'm not a big sports fan, but like I'm super excited for the Knicks. Like I love New York City and I love the underdog story in general. So I'm excited.
Well, they're not really the underdog. The underdog side is the Spurs.
Well, the Knicks are like, I feel like the Knicks are the underdog of the NBA in a lot of ways.
They haven't done anything since the 90s.
Yeah, I mean they're the least loved team outside.
I'll take that. So I saw He-Man.
How was it?
8 out of 10.
That good.
That good.
Wow.
Not perfect.
B plus.
So I B plus, B, strong, solid B, not a B plus, solid B.
That's not 8 to me.
Yeah, me neither. But that's why I have to ask for a letter grade.
I know.
So
I'm answering his question separate from your question. So this is what I wrote coming right out of the theater. Okay, it was really good. 8 out of 10. Does all of the most fan service things in the most perfect way, respecting the history, respecting the mythology, respecting the characters, and most importantly, respects the fans. My biggest complaint is that it doesn't know what lane it wants to be in. Sometimes there are some really campy elements, and there are some really serious elements. But the campy elements are so campy, and the serious elements are so serious that it does really take you out of it sometimes. I'm okay with it having some campy, because that's in and of itself is a tip of the hat to the cartoon and everything. But the campiness is so campy, and the serious shit is so serious that like it's too many zeros and tens. Had it been like 8s and 3s, that would have been fine. Had it been 10s and 4s, that would have been fine. Had it been 1s and 6s, that would have been fine. But it's 0s and 10s. There's a random female, and I'm not the biggest He-Man expert in the world. Let me get that out of the way. But there's a random. This is what I wrote. I should just read it. I was going to try to clean it up. White girl that's with Man at Arms might be Cyclone. So there's this random female character that somehow gets to be a major player amongst the kind of known cast of characters, but she's not
a main
character from the lore. Unless she becomes Cyclone, but Cyclone is a male character, so it would be a gender swap. But we all know that nobody's above that these days. And the only reason why I say that is because in the movie she's like shooting people, I think, and she's like spinning around. She's like literally spinning around like quite fast while she's doing it. And I'm like, this might be laying groundwork for her becoming Cyclone
in the next movie.
And for all I know, the story of Cyclone is a female character that becomes a male. I'm not an expert on that lore by any stretch of the imagination. But I found it if she's not Cyclone, she's just some chick that's hanging out with the main cast. Not a fan.
What addition of random chicks? Okay, got
it. Or random dudes.
Okay.
You know, had it been just some dude with like, I'm just a soldier. I'm Derek. You know, I'd have been like, get that dude the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Why is he getting screen time?
Right. They did a really smart thing. This is a little bit spoilery. They did a really smart thing with how they handle the names of the characters. So it's not their names. So like Man at Arms is, I think, he's a member. Like, I think that's a title.
That sounds about right.
You know, so that's cool. Tila, that's her name.
Yeah.
So that's that. But like Ram Man and like Mecha Neck and all this shit.
Fisto?
You know, Fisto.
Well, you know what he does.
Yeah,
he fists things.
Anyway, so He-Man, they send him. This is a spoiler, I guess, but
I'm not watching it, so it's fine.
No?
My fucking disdain for Jared Leto won't let me.
Oh, okay.
I just
okay.
can't. I cannot.
Gotcha.
I'm not going to be able to.
Gotcha.
It's not going to be fair.
It would upset you even more because he steals the show.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Incredibly upset me.
Yeah, he does an amazing job. But like, they send He-Man away from Eternia as a kid because they're under attack, and they like cast the sorceress casts a spell and sends him to Earth. And they don't really explain how all that works too, because he just ends up growing up and being a regular dude. It's like, well, who took this motherfucker in? Who, you know what I mean? Like none of that really makes any sense.
You needed a Superman story.
So yeah, that's what it loses the other point for me. It loses point for too extreme campiness. I want some campiness. I want a little bit of camp. It's too extreme, and it loses a point for not having that make any sense at all. So when he comes back, he's grown up, right? And
he's a man.
He's a He-Man.
He-Man.
So it comes out that like he like calls. I think I forget exactly how it happens, but he was like Ram Man, and they're like, "What? Is it nothing?" He like as a kid looked up to all these heroes and like drew pictures of them, but didn't know their names. So he came up with names for them as a kid, and then when he gets back, he just continues to call them what he called them as a kid. Cool fucking way to make really stupid name characters make sense.
But they all have regular.
They all have regular names, but you never learn them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But they're all just like, well, then what am I? He's like Fisto, and they're like, oh, for fuck's sake, you know, like. But they never. I don't think they ever tell you what his name was. You know, so it's cool. It's it's well done.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it.
Let's see. Also about the white girl, I said, otherwise she seems like a waste of a character to have in it, and awful look, like he was on the good guy's side. And there's also a character that's on the good guy's side that looks like Clawful.
Clawful.
But
another great name.
Yeah, another great name. But you never see the claws. It's just the head looks like Clawful, so to speak. And if it's not Clawful, it's definitely part of the Clawful species, whatever species that is. But I'm thinking that maybe if they have, and they certainly do have plans for a sequel, obviously a franchise and blah blah blah. But I wouldn't be surprised if they make her Cyclone and make him become Clawful somehow as a heads up. And then I thought they were going to do something there, but that didn't happen either. So I'm not 100% sure what they had planned for Clawful and this female character. But absolutely amazing. Teela does get in the skirt.
Nice.
Evelyn does not. And actually, she's ironically, she's the character I was kind of least happy with in the movie, was her portrayal. And she wasn't sexy enough. She wasn't kind of beautiful enough. They did play that she was old. You know, so that was cool because you remember the cartoon. She like took her crest off one time, and she had like gray hair, and it was like jarring.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great, and I know how you feel about Leto, and I get it.
It wouldn't be. I couldn't take myself out of it to enjoy it.
Right.
I would just be.
Yeah. He's absolutely. I mean, not to say that he's amazing. The portrayal of Skeletor in this movie is top fucking shelf. Like, love it. And then the only other thing that I really had going on was just a bunch of softball shit. Selena played her last.
Her injuries all good?
No, still working through it. But it's like
play through it?
Ups and downs. Well, so like when everything looks good and everything's checking out all right, and then if we play it, and then she pushes it a little too far, and then we're backing it down a little bit. And I mean, trust me,
careful that becomes permanent, man.
I mean, you know that Laura is obviously on it like a hornet. Yeah. You know. But
you want to play, but you want a long game.
Yeah, Laura's on the same playbook. Yeah. You know. Anyway, she played her last rec game, and it was like bittersweet. So like, of course, like I've had, for whatever reason, my work schedule has really conflicted with the rec games, and it's all just luck of the draw. But like, I've missed a lot of them, and like. It's not fun for most people to watch because it's just Selena running circles around these girls for 2 hours. But for Selena's dad, it's actually quite enjoyable to watch. So like I've really enjoyed watching the rec games, and I haven't really got to see any. I got to see her final game. They're completely undefeated. They lost.
Oh,
you know,
no, of course.
Fucking hell, man.
Of course.
But she did make like 3 incredible catches, had a hell of a hit. Like, so she ended up getting the last game ball of her rec career, for lack of a better term. So like that was cool.
Yeah.
But she played outstanding. And then I put together this like this little video. I mean, obviously people listening to this podcast, which is an audio thing, will not be able to enjoy it. But hold on, I was going to let you watch it, Joe. But this is if you just press play. This is her before you press play. This is her first game, her first rec game, and then it transitions into the last. This is her first hit of her first rec game, and then it transitions to the last hit of her last rec game.
It's great that you have that on video.
It's just amazing to see the growth. But go ahead.
Jesus.
You know?
She's so much bigger too.
yeah. Like the confidence, the whole. It's like so inspiring to me. I'm inspired by her dedication to that sport. She's put in a lot of work. I hope we can get everything sorted out this way. She's actually right now getting X-rays for it and checking up on it. Blah blah blah. And I'm trying to think if I've done much else. Anything. I had a weird thing happen today. So I told you I went to the wisdom teeth thing.
Yeah.
And yesterday I had a bonus episode of Kitchen Table that was kind of fun. And after yesterday's morning Kitchen Table, in the afternoon, I was like, you know what? I don't have shit to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go upstairs, put away my laundry, and I'm going to start editing this Kitchen Table episode. And I started to do just that.
Okay.
And I did it. And I was like, another thing done off my list. I'm so far ahead of the game. What could possibly, what should I do? Should I watch some television? What do normal people do when they have nothing to do? Drink? I do that regardless of, but
a little more wouldn't hurt.
It's fair. So this morning I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my kid to get her wisdom teeth out and then come back, have nerve rage in the afternoon. Then I got a little softball action tonight. I'll take a drink to that. You know what I mean? And what a day. I'm sitting in the doctor's office at about 9:30 and I'm like, I don't have a sit down Saturday ready for this week and I got to work tomorrow. So here I am fucking skipping through the tulips, fuck. So anyway, I got her home from the appointment, immediately started the sit down Saturday, which at least I already knew what I wanted to do this week.
Make up a completely new one.
Yeah. And then we have this, and then I got to get back to that sit down Saturday episode so that I can get the softball by whatever. And we're supposed to have a big parents meeting tonight. So who the fuck knows how that's going to go, Joseph? Dude, I can't wait to write this fucking show. I think we're starting in 2 weeks or next week. Might be 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
And I'm gonna like film some portions of it, to say like this is what I kind of see as the vision for it and stuff. But I can't wait. We're gonna get paid, dude.
Hope so.
Yeah. And I think that's it. We don't have any notes. There was some stuff that Phil put in there that was like a live stream of Hasbro's Transformer rollout. None of it really
roll out.
Yeah, there you go. Other than, of course, there's a Fangry figure coming, which has been like an ongoing joke here on my channel. One thing they did say is they are re-releasing the Transformers, the animated movie, in theaters.
Oh, shit.
In September 17th.
I was about to say, hopefully not at the 11th.
For the 40-year... Well,
I can't remember what I have planned that day, but I know I'm not supposed to forget.
There's some events in that Transformer movie I'll never forget, ironically. But if I can get a couple of those G1 episodes under your belt, and it's not even that many, but we should go see that movie in the theater.
All right.
And then there was another live stream of Marvel Legends, and once again, didn't see anything I needed because my Marvel Legends collection is done. There's like some odds and ends characters that if they put out, I'd be like, you know what, I could use one, but
nothing you gotta have.
Nothing I gotta have. So it was just another hour of just I didn't even watch it. I waited till it was done. I skimmed through it, looked at the pictures that they were popping up, and I was just like, nope, clicked off. What a satisfying feeling that was.
All that time saved.
All that time saved.
I know a Marvel one you could get rid of.
Oh, it's Doctor Strange.
That motherfucker just looking at me.
Yeah.
I hate him.
That's a complicated spell he's working on too, I'll have you know.
I hate him.
I'm going to get you a fucking statue.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a spell on it. Give it right back to you.
Because it's yours. That's a song reference. Okay, so we have 3 questions this week. The first one is from Billings. Beat it. Bobby, my son, 11 years old, has recently discovered Michael Jackson's music and has really taken a liking to it. I was hoping you could give me your personal top 10 list of Michael Jackson songs and or any bonus deep cuts that go underappreciated so I could introduce them to him. Since I am uncultured swine when it comes to music, I figured it would be best to hear a list from you. So my favorite Michael Jackson song, I mean, I think that Michael Jackson's music kind of grows. I think when you're a kid, like you love Thriller, and Thriller's dope, but my favorite Michael Jackson song is Dirty Diana. And then I'm shooting from the hip, but
my favorite is Smooth Criminal.
So that's in there for me. Dirty Diana, Billie Jean, those are my top 2 for sure. And then I'm just trying not to miss anything. So Liberian Girl is up there for me. Beat It is up there for me. Smooth Criminal is up there for me. And then I'm going to give you some deep cuts here as well that are up there for me. Give In to Me is up there for me. That's Slash on that record, by the way. Who Is It is up there for me. Stranger in Moscow is up there for me. This Time Around is up there for me. That has Biggie Smalls on it. And then I'll come back and close it with Human Nature. But I mean, I love so much of that dude's music. I mean, that first, I mean, like, and of course, like, I mean, like, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and
Bad,
Off the Wall, and yeah, I mean,
the Mirror.
There's so much. The good news is there's a good Michael Jackson Bobby Boogie Bop episode that you can go to for a complete breakdown of his entire career.
But you got to pay.
Yep, and he's there. Billings is there.
Oh, I know.
But for the rest, everybody else has a $10 subscription.
Get it now before it turns into 20.
Inflation's a bitch.
Yeah,
I heard that's coming.
I've been putting up these teasers for some of these sit down Saturdays I've been doing recently because they've been hot button topics, and I just thought people would pique their interests. People are tight about it, you know, because they want to see it. But I put out a little trailer, and then like if you look at like my YouTube videos, it's like the percentage of likes on them. It's like 99%, 98%, 97%, and there's like 80%, 64%, 98%, 98%. They're fucking tight about that shit, which makes me laugh. But yeah, I mean, everything on Thriller is great. I mean, Off the Wall is great too. It's not my favorite. I know the controversy of saying that, but I love Speed Demon off Bad. I mean, it's like, it's all good. Those first 3.5 albums are all good. And then even History has got some shit on it. Then another deep cut, 2000 Watts. That was way late in his career, is a good song. And then there's a song, Don't Let Go of My Hand, with Carlos Santana on the guitar. That's also good. He played with some of the best guitar players: Slash, Eddie Van Halen, Carlos Santana. Like, you know, so you can't really go wrong, Billings. But hopefully that helps. All right, Corey S writes in, question for Joey.
Yo.
Hey guys, last week's show, Joey mentioned he's using AI to play a D&D game. Was wondering what he's using and how he manages it drifting as the chat gets more complex. I tried the same thing using Claude. It was great at holding my interest from a speech point of view, but after a few weeks, it was actively preventing the characters from getting into dangerous situations. When I finally was able to figure out what was going on, Claude told me it was flinching because it had, flinching is in quotes, because it had come to care for the characters. Wild times. Moved the campaign over to ChatGPT and had no problem killing off almost everyone.
Yeah. DeepSeek V3, I think, is what I use. Memory is always an issue because, like, you depends on what service. I guess the service I use is specifically for long-term chats. So they have systems in place where you can have pin memories. You can have custom instructions of what you can basically program. Right, you can program games into the AI for it to run off of. So it doesn't. So it's not just purely Claude itself running D&D or ChatGPT itself running D&D. They're running it off of a separate program. That way, we'll keep track of your shit better. That's how I've been doing it. But yeah, I think the thing I use is DeepSeek V3.
You heard it here, folks.
But if you have specific questions, hit me up on Discord. Cyphers54 on Discord. That's the best place you can reach me, or Messenger. I'll answer those, but I'm not on any other social media much anymore. But I always answer those because somebody else had a question about me playing D&D on AI, and I answered them too.
Justin writes
Before you get to that question, how would somebody ask a question?
I thought you were going to forget it this time.
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
This is from Justin. Just Justin. Hey, food wizards. I'm in Silver Spring, Maryland, visiting from California for a couple of days out here for work, and I don't know a lot about Maryland area, and I don't know if you guys are even local to that, but I was wondering if you had any local food recommendations that might be good. Fuck. This was sent to me yesterday. I'm going to write him back right now.
Yeah.
But in Frederick, Manaloo's.
Yes.
This is the best Italian food I've ever had in my life. There's a Rapino's is a good pizza place in Montgomery County. If you go to DC for any sightseeing, there's a pizza place called We the Pizza. It's fucking fantastic. Go to Baltimore if you want some seafood. There's Captain James. There's Jimmy's, of course.
The famous.
There's a pizza place in Columbia that's really good called Trattoria's. There's a place in Columbia that has really good Detroit style at Cat's House, but also at Rad Pizzas.
Rad Pies.
At
the Kushwa
Brewing Company.
And that's pretty easy to get to from Silver Spring, right? It's just straight up 29 to Route 32.
I'm trying to think if anything else jumps out. Any other? I know there's some good food in Montgomery County that I just don't know about.
Yeah, like there's a lot of places I don't know what's special. Like to us, it's like normal stuff, and like
seafood.
Yeah, seafood. For me, Chinese food, but like I don't know what you're like, and you wouldn't know the secret menu.
Well, there's a Chinatown in DC.
That's no Chinatown in DC.
Oh no,
I mean
I've only been once.
They have McDonald's with Chinese words on them. That's you count that as fucking Chinatown.
Is that what it's like there?
It's not Chinatown.
Yeah.
DC does not have a Chinatown.
Okay. Just in name only.
Yes, in name only. It's a street with a bunch of names in Chinese.
Gotcha. I obviously didn't go for the cuisine, so.
What's the other spot in DC that's pizza? Isn't there like one that's like mob themed?
I don't know.
Fuck. Who did we talk?
Sounds racist.
I think it's Godfather Pizza or something.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
And they play When the Moon is Your Eye. I like Succotash at the Gaylord a lot.
Okay. All right. Apparently it's what?
Really good.
There's supposed to be a really good pho place in.
That's a lot of good pho places.
Yeah, but there's one that's I mean, what the fuck do I know about it? You know,
you don't eat that shit.
No, hell no. But
last night,
I love it. I love pho.
But
all the cock sauce too.
Forget about it. But it's there is supposedly a really good one in Montgomery County that's like renowned. I went to it. It was fine. It tasted like hot water with leaves and fucking noodles in it. Manaloo's, Captain James, or Jimmy Seafood, Trattoria's, Rapino's, We the Pizza, Dutch's
Daughters. Yeah.
Dutch's Daughters, good as fuck in Frederick. That has steak, really good steak, really good crab, best crab dip I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, good. They have good everything. The desserts, the appetite, they have good shit.
Yeah.
Is Ruth's Chris big outside of Maryland?
It's a chain.
I don't know. It is a chain.
I think it's overpriced. It's good, but I think it's you can get good steak without paying fucking $80 a steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's too hype.
But I'll also say this. I haven't had a better steak in Maryland.
Yeah. Well, I had one that was comparable, but it was the prime rib in Baltimore.
Gotcha.
At the base of a hotel or something like that, but it was equally expensive.
Right.
Right.
I would love to find one that was cheaper, but I just haven't.
Krista just buys the whole thing and then chops.
Right. I mean, at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the
but that's why it wouldn't go. Like once you've made good, perfect pizza, like why would you go out for pizza after that?
Because then they make it for you.
Yeah, I guess steak is a much smaller ask than making a whole pizza.
Yeah.
So like when I have really good steak and just the salmon and stuff at home, I would never go out to get those.
I don't know. So there's something nice about like so that pizza that I made recently. 2 days before I was making the dough. Right. So if I wanted pizza right now, I couldn't do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's a big ask where steak is not.
Right.
We just buy the highest grade and then.
And there is something about like if the restaurant offers the ambiance that you're looking for.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. People want to be out.
Yeah.
Well, no, not just out, but like, every once in a while you want to. Or some people may, not necessarily you, Joey, but some people may want to have a fancier dinner or have...
There's something about sitting down and eating when you don't look over and see the fucking dishes that need to get put away or the fucking laundry that needs to get done or fucking like just to be out of having to think about other things that you have to do to maintain a quality of life.
Some of those types of deals...
Have I dusted that? When was the last time I dusted that?
Well, obviously not.
I don't think about that kind of stuff at all.
But so to me, it's like, it's also when you want to ask the waiter, like, what do you recommend with this? Right. So if you're trying something new and instead of going to 7 specialty stores to find the right caviar that goes with this red Merlot, like,
I would only go out for food I can't have at home.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but steak is a very easy ask, and I don't think about stuff. I love my house. I don't think about.
I love my house too.
I don't like being out.
Part of the reason why I love it is because I take good care of it.
Yeah,
and I don't live in a shithole. So like, but I still like. We got 3 kids. There's like laundry always sitting around.
Yeah.
There's fucking a ton of dishes and travel bugs and all this bullshit and like, just being in some place where I don't have to worry about anything else that I should be doing instead of sitting down and doing something else.
Yeah,
for me,
I can see that. Yeah. I don't feel it, but I can understand. And I understand people do want to be out. They want the ambience. They want the decor. They want there's a whole. They would like to get dressed up and stuff. I understand. It's not my thing, but I know that's normal. Yeah. The only time I'd go out for a steak ever is if there's something else I want other than a steak, like blooming onion.
Oh, cheese fries.
Cheese, right? Because I'm not making a blooming onion at home. Even if we can make a blooming onion, it's easy. Too much work. It is easy, but it's too much cleanup. Is too much work.
It is a lot of work for cleanup.
It's very much easy to clean up everything else. And aged steak. I'm not aging no steak in my house. So if I want dry aged steak, I would go out for that. They used to have a Timpano somewhere in Rockville. It's close to Silver Spring, but they're not there anymore. But like they're specialized in aged steak.
Do you? Where do you go for butchered meat?
I don't shop.
Ask her. I'll be curious because like there's one in Mount Airy that we go to from time. It's expensive as fuck, also.
Yeah, but it's still cheaper than going to Ruth Chris and then paying 20% tip.
It is, but it's that. But it's not that much cheaper. Like it's cheaper, but it's not. But like if let's say I'm paying $30 on average for my steak, right, instead of $60 for my steak, it's half the price. But I'm also looking at fucking laundry. But if Krista knew a spot where she was like, no, this is a good spot, I'd be curious to know because I would like to.
I think it's cheaper because she also buys the whole thing. She buys the whole flank,
the tenderloin.
She buys the whole. She butchers it herself home after buying like a whole side.
So she gets more than what?
She buys like it's like a big hunk of meat that's like $200 something, and then she chops it up into steaks.
That's not a side.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, a side of beef is like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, no. I don't know what the fuck. I just know it's a huge long thing of meat that she cuts into steak herself.
So it's probably a tenderloin. So like we do the same thing at the butcher shop, but that shit is expensive. Like and then like you got to be able to eat all that steak in like a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I mean you saw the steak that we're having. That was like one of like 8 steaks that she cut.
Yeah. But
and then we trim it, or she trims it to our liking, which is not trimming it basically. So
I also have a Wagyu spot, like that you can buy Wagyu, proper like official Wagyu in Maryland, and you cook it yourself, but you can buy.
Preferred, yeah.
That's cool. Anyway, I'll email you, dude. Sorry we took so long to answer this on air and waste everybody else's time, and I'm just going to email you anyway. But
he emailed it to the wrong place, though. If he wanted to answer it immediately, he emailed it to the wrong place.
Yeah.
So he'll get this answer next week.
Yeah. Yep. With that being said, shout out to Maryland Phil on Twitter and on our notes. Shout out to Dante on Facebook. And with that,
Lappy Labius.
Moist thighs.
tight dick player.